I'm David Corbin. I've been in business for about 15, 20 years. Run several, mid-market companies as either CEO or COO. I've also been a CEO in residence with a private equity firm about 8 or 9 years ago. So I think Blackmore was good for me in that I think you've got to bring an investment thesis to the table.
Versus what?
Versus just showing up and saying I'm a great guy, you should hire me, because I've done X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. I think being coached by your firm, by Blackmore, and then going through this process, I've actually got 2 investment theses going on. One's more developed than the other one, but it helps to see different points of view as to certain funds look at different things that I hadn't really thought about. And it's quite good to be able to vet those ideas ahead of time. I'm in the process of discussing with 2 companies now, and so it's just very helpful to have that background as I continue those discussions.
Why not just call them up, the PE firms, and do it on your own? Why have to pay an intermediary to do all this for you?
It's more about an efficiency. Well, one is I think that you get a good process. Your process is a good one. Second, it's efficient. I mean, to just take a list and send out your resume and some kind of blurb about a company is a long process. There's a lot of phone calls. It's very inefficient. Maybe if you send out, say, 50 of them, you might get maybe 7 or 8 if you're doing well, actual face-to-faces. And here you're coming for basically one day, and you're seeing 10 or so individuals face-to-face. Now, some of them, good chunk of them are interested, some are not, and that's good. But at least that's a lot more efficient than taking months of phone calls and all that sort of thing, and then flying to these various places where
they all want to come have you see them.
Yeah, they're all going to say, okay, yeah, I want you to come, but you got to do that.
Yeah, right. So it's very efficient that way. Tell us about the quality of the coaching, mentoring, the materials to prepare you.
I thought that the format, the PowerPoint was quite good. It forces you to think about it, and then also the webinars, the preparatory webinars that we were given were quite good. I mean, they everything from Michael Porter to how to approach funding and all that sort of thing. So I thought it was pretty good.
So what are your next steps to execute on a purple squirrel strategy? Well, what do you understand that to be?
So I understand what a purple squirrel strategy is.
Would you say it out loud?
So what it is to have an investment thesis, present that investment thesis in a cogent way, select some partners, and move forward with the target
200,
companies.
We recommend.
Yeah.
200.
Not quite
in that niche.
Yeah, I'm probably at maybe 100, maybe half that. But number of them I had known from previous life as a CEO in residence. But that said, there's a number of folks here that are interested. I intend to go back to the 2 target companies and have further discussions, and then kind of decide which direction I want to go, and then where the appropriate PE partner would be if it's applicable.
Yeah, and the great thing, I believe you're a bronze member. As bronze member,
I am.
We now have PitchBook. We just spent $40,000.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Nathan about that, or someone maybe after this, but so I understand that you can actually say, I want all the PE companies that are interested in home goods space.
Absolutely.
And you guys
can niche by city, by size. It's not just home goods. You got to do by
size, EBITDA, okay.
It's very detailed. It's the best.
Yeah. I was going to follow up with Nathan on that, actually.
Yeah, that's all now part of your membership. Deal. They do for bronze member 50 at a time.
Okay.
Plenty to get through.
Yeah, that'll take a while to get through.
Right. So, but you can, the purple squirrel strategy is where you put in the subject line, looking for a financial sponsor. Hi, my name is David Corbin. I'm out actively talking to targets. I have 2 available.
Right.
Here's the space. Here's my investment thesis. Would you like to talk?
Yeah.
And then also, if you want we have Manchin. He's responsible for working with executives and PE firms. If you want him to do that outreach and you have an active target, he'll do all the outreach for you.
Okay. Let me ask you, there's another conference in December. Do
Yeah.
a lot of the same guys come, or will it be a
Always
whole
a new
different,
group.
a whole different
Yeah,
PE
there's-
group?
Well, there's always some of the same.
Right.
Different players from the same PE firm, so Trivest will be there. Who, they're not here this
Bill
time.
Kidd or some, you know.
Yeah, Bill Kidd comes every time. Branford, but different members come. You know,
Right.
so you get a different
Okay.
PE firms, but we're always adding new ones, so.
Okay. Yeah, so may want to look into that, but certainly interested in the list.
Yeah, well then. we'll
I'll
help you
talk
with
to Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Great. Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good
for having
idea.
us.
It's a lovely